Here's the thing, right? We all are faced with moments where we realize we need to grow up. And it's no judgment behind it. And I love, and I've been like, there are so many like different references that I could come back to around this understanding or the need to understand that everybody is only operating at the capacity that they understand, right? And but I also recognize that like we all are faced with this decision where we are asked to like grow up and stop doing the things that we know are harmful or are contributing to perpetuating something that doesn't really move the needle forward. And so I can use an example of boundaries, right? And I have enjoyed talking about boundaries because, and yes, I am wearing the same exact top because I love this top. I love this outfit. It's comfy. and um and so you'll see it more times. Absolutely. But I love the topic of boundaries because when we hear the word boundary, we can see it as something that is negative, right? But don't realize that we are all creating boundaries, whether we are aware of it or not. We are all creating some sort of boundary. We just may not necessarily say boundary. And so, um, for example, right, when you recognize, like, okay, I'll use this as an example. For example, so many people, especially in relationships, will feel as though they need to like be in their person's things, right? And I've experienced this where like you have to like be in each other's things and know what's going on in their stuff. And you have to know what's going on in their stuff, right? And so, it's okay. Okay. Oh my gosh. So it's okay. It's okay if like I'm like I can't talk. Because Chloe, let me talk. Okay. It's okay if the other person like we all have to come to a realization that the other person may not want you to be in their stuff, right? And that's okay. That's okay. And I think we've all experienced where we've either gone into our person's things or they've gone into our things, right? But you recognize that like there comes a point where it's like I don't need to go into your things, and that's just a boundary, whether you call it a boundary or not. And so going back to this thing of like recognizing like when we are called to like grow up, you recognize that like you know what, like going into your things doesn't even make sense. Even if it does, there's no point. And so on my end, like I need to grow up and I need to move differently. And so you do. And so But everybody doesn't necessarily operate the same, and there's no right or wrong. It's just where you are along the line. And so, yeah, I hope that makes sense. But when you are faced with a choice of like staying stagnant or growing up and moving forward, my hope is that you choose the latter and you choose to like grow up and be better because you know better and you do better, and it just makes sense for yourself because why stay in the loop? Namaste.